Hello gang, and welcome to Displaying Model Behavior, the Earth's mightiest video podcast. On one of the weirdest days ever for me. 3:30 in the afternoon was when I woke up, and I am so discombobulated right now. I thought that I was over my Hong Kong jet lag. Turns out I'm not! So I woke up to like 26 notifications from Juanita being like, "Hey, baby, are you okay?" Because I always message her as soon as I wake up in the morning, and then we're talking throughout the day. And then all of a sudden, it's 3:30 in the afternoon, and I've not been heard of or from. Poor girl. I feel so bad. But we're back. We're here. And there is toy news to talk about, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So let's not stand on ceremony, Mr. Wayne. Let's talk about it. One of my favorite franchises, but also one that has unintentionally some of the weirdest kind of lore around it. Garfield. Garfield has been running for how many decades in newspapers and comic strips, and we love Garfield. He's an absolute institution. But there's this interesting subculture of Garfield fans, or not even fans of Garfield, but fans of creating stuff around Garfield that have just kind of twisted him into this incredible, weird sort of eldritch creation. I highly recommend checking out Super Eye Patch Wolf's video, What the Internet Did to Garfield. It really is kind of incredible. But when you strip all of that away, you are left with our favorite fat, lazy, Monday-hating, lasagna-loving cat. And that's what we've got here from Boss Fight Studios. We're stripping Garfield away from the crazy and just embracing what we all grew up with. And we've got a couple of nice figures. So, Garfield version 2, we already had the V1. Any old wrestling fans remember that? Matt Hardy, V1, nah! It's a great gimmick. So we got him, and then also we got Arlene as well. Arlene I was never that familiar with. I don't remember her popping up, but I guess Garfield's love interest. And then also, what am I saying? Lasagna is Garfield's love interest. Boy, he sure does love lasagna. And then finally, we're actually getting John Arbuckle. And that's the glue that holds Garfield together. I'm sure you all know, I ain't breaking this one, but one of the most famous Garfield reinterpretations is Garfield without Garfield, where it's all the same cartoons, but they've removed Garfield, and it's just John being a depressed, lonely single man going through an existential crisis. It's kind of amazing, and also kind of heartbreaking as well. Anyway, Garfield. It's pretty awesome, and Boss Fight Studios, they got some good-looking figures. Before I forget, because you know I'm going to, this show is sponsored by Legendsverse, who right now, and for only a couple of days, are having a 20% off sale on their lifetime membership. So you guys know Legendsverse. They're your one-stop shop for all of your action figure cataloging, correlating, and something else needs. The 3 C's, cataloging, correlating, and collaboratizing. Let's go with that. That's not the one, is it? But you can use the site entirely for free and log all of your action figures up to 50. But if you'd like to log more, you can get a lifetime membership, and now with 20% off as well for the next couple of days. I think until Sunday. That's your deadline. And then it's back to normal. But they have every single toy line you can imagine on there, and then a few more. And don't come at me saying, oh, well, actually, they don't have this one, because chances are they're probably just about to add it. So go check out Legendsverse, enjoy 20% off, click the link in the description below, and that way they'll know that Model Behavior sent you. And Boss Fight Studios are not stopping there either, because they've got more of their epic hacks figures. And these look kind of fun. I love original creations, even if the original creations are not entirely original. By that I mean undead creature. There's a lot of undead creatures out there, but this is a new one. And also we've got the the CGT Combat Drone Agile Battle Robot. That's an original one right there. Let me rattle off some of the info from the screen so I can get it all right. So the Frankenstein's monster, undead creature, 7.5 inches. It's a big boy, big hefty boy. And you know, he does have a price tag to match that. The Boss Fight Studios, they ain't cheap, but they are rather nice. So this figure includes 3 interchangeable heads, 3 pairs of interchangeable hands. Interchangeable is a little bit of a pointless, like, why? We know they're interchangeable. That's why he comes with them. It feels like they're just writing an essay and they've got to meet the word count. We all know what that's like. So yeah, hands, rifle, 3 flintlock pistols. Are they interchangeable? I don't know. They didn't say. So how can we tell? Sorry, you can see I'm I'm not sleep deprived. I'm oversleeped? Is that a thing? Either way, I'm as giddy as always. You got fur vest, bandolier, leg wraps, 2 sets of interchangeable feet. There you go. Now we know they're interchangeable. And Frankenstein's journal and soft goods cloak. Gotta love the mixed media. And then the battle drone. This is the one that I really like the look of. Again, 7 inches, big hefty boy. Removable helmet. I love a removable helmet. That's a big one for me. Shoulder armor, chest armor, forearm armor. It's just listing off the armor. Like, it's armor. Alternate hands, claw, jet plaque. Yeah. Jet plaque with plumes of smoke. And also 2 swords and a rifle. And also you can order them together as a pair. Go on over to the direct website for Boss Fight Studios. You can pick them up there. And yeah, all my random nonsense aside, these do look genuinely really fun. Figma are showing off their latest anime. Would it be fair to call her a waifu character? Well, you know what? I will do. If that's not fair, come at me, internet, but in a nice way. I hate, you know me, I hate my internet beefs and back and forths. But this figure is basically, waifu or not, very pretty anime witch lady. And you know me, I'm a sucker for a cute anime character. Usually it's going to be Snail Shell. That kind of grabs my heart more. But then again, that's because they lean big time into the cheesecake. They're not just trying to grab your heart. Heyo! Whereas Figma, I like to think they keep it a little more classy, but still a whole lot of fun. So I said witch, but her hat almost looks like it's almost got a kind of a piratey kind of feel to it. It's not. I'm just imprinting that on there. But with the bat wand, the cloak, it all looks super fun. I do kind of like it. So if you want a random witch character, I don't think she's from anything. Stop me if I'm wrong, but I don't think she is. She's just a fun-looking figure, and that alone, that's good enough for me. I tell you what, Boss Fight Studios, God bless you guys. You are giving me the material to make this episode. I really appreciate that, because now we got Hellboy. Hellboy straight out of the comics. Mike Mignola's pencils beautifully realized in this figure here. If you want a comic book accurate Hellboy, then look no further, I guess. Lord knows there are a lot of different companies that have tackled Hellboy throughout the years, and there's a lot of good ones. I don't think there are any clangers as far as Hellboy figures go. They're all bangers. Well, this one looks like another one. The one thing that's really great about Mike Mignola's pencils is that they're very kind of basic, and don't get me wrong, like, they're highly skilled, but they're very like Batman the Animated Series. That's what I'm trying to say, where it's not like intricate, itty-bitty little details. It's more bold shapes and colors. Because of that, you can actually recreate it in 3-dimensional figure form perfectly. That's the case with this one here. By Eck, I think it looks pretty darn good. On the complete opposite side of the spectrum, rather than plain basic shapes, we have hyper detail. But that's where Hot Toys, they just come into their own. They're like, yeah, real life likenesses down to like the individual pores on the face. We can do that. And they have done with their Batman Returns figure. These are blogger photos, but that's what Hot Toys kind of use for most of their promotion, because they're like, hey, look, we'll throw it out to the bloggers because they take some mean looking photos. And this, yeah, it's great. So this is out and about now, and by heck, I always thought it was kind of funny at the end of Batman Returns when he peels off, rips off his cowl, and he's still like, they keep it like realistic, like he's literally just ripped the rubber. Of course the neck piece is still going to be there, but at no point did anyone go, that looks a bit silly. Do what RoboCop did, lift off the helmet and then have the neck piece just magically disappear. That would have been fine, because they had his eye makeup magically disappear. Yeah. One thing I'll give to the Robert Pattinson Batman movie is they're like, no, he's wearing eye makeup. Take off the cowl, boom, he's got his mascara underneath. I'm fine with that. But all that nitpicking aside, it's still a great looking figure. Hot Toys are not finished there, though. They have released their own brand new reveal pictures of Japanese Spider-Man. I had no idea until Spider-Verse came out what a big following Japanese Spider-Man had in the West. I don't know, maybe in America, did you get translations or dubs of the show? I don't know, because I was always aware of him, but I thought, oh, he's not really a thing. He is. He's a big thing in the Western world. And now you can get him in 1/6 scale form. The costume, it just screams 1970s, because like that era, it does just look like a dude wearing pajamas. And that's kind of quaint because that's what it is. So the only difference with the costume, really, is the wrist gauntlet. That's what he can use, I think, to summon Leopardon, the giant mech, which someone did make. I just say someone because my brain is Swiss cheese, but the amazing creator who made the 1/12 scale Blackbird also made a 1/12 scale Leopardon as well. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, this is kind of fun, super awesome. It's Hot Toys, so I'll double check the info, but probably going to be about the best part of $300. And I don't know if he comes with an Uzi to gun down his opponents with, but that's another thing that Japanese Spider-Man did. You gotta love it. So yeah, if you're a fan of the franchise, you can go check this out. Hiya Toys might have just quietly dropped their best G.I. Joe figure yet. It's the Alley Viper. And Alley Viper was my absolute favorite G.I. Joe Classifieds figure for a long time. I just love the design. So bright, so crazy, so over the top. Absolutely fantastic. And for the Hasbro one, had so many interchangeable pieces you could swap, and again, interchangeable, not redundant, but he had so many different parts that you could swap around. It was awesome. This looks to be the same. And also, I love the lore of the Alley Vipers. I don't know where I heard this from, but the whole idea, the reason why they're so brightly colored, I love that there's a reason, and it's not just because it's a kid's franchise. The whole idea is they are so badass that they want their opponents to see them. They want G.I. Joe to see them coming, so they'll poop their pants and run away, because it's like, oh no, it's the Alley Vipers, time to do a tactical retreat, a tactical withdrawal. That's wicked. I wish I was that badass, but I just wear the same brightly covered stuff because I don't want to expend the mental energy to think about what to wear. So yeah, these are going to be available very soon, and only $30, but then again, they are 1/18 scale as well. Not the good Lord scale, but hey, Hiya Toys, along with Joy Toys as well, they've shown that 1/18 scale can still be pretty darn beautiful. Something for the super high-end collector now. Prime One Studios showing off their Akuma Street Fighter 6 statue. I don't know if anyone who watches this channel is a statue collector, because you gotta be pretty high-end. But then again, I like to think I have a pretty high-end viewership over here. And also some of you cheap and cheerful folks like myself as well. Don't worry, we're all in that same boat together. Got a budget, am I right? Money don't grow on trees. But if it does for you, then you might want to pick this up. I love this old man version of Akuma, because it's kind of funny. Like, I always associate him as being this old character, but then again, he's being played by Roman Reigns in the new film. And to be fair, when he first appears in, what was it, Super Street Fighter, there's nothing to denote him as being particularly old. You just sort of think he is because he's a karate master. So, of course he is. But yeah, this one looks super fun. Kind of reminds me of an apostle from Berserk. Really, really badass. I kind of love this, even though the price, the price is pricing. Speaking of Joy Toy, as I was earlier, they've revealed some of their tactical Legionnaire figures. Just more Warhammer. I almost don't need to fill any more time, because you know what the deal is with Joy Toy and Warhammer. They're gorgeous. And the more I see from Joy Toy, the more I'm like, maybe one day. But I tell you what, when I go back to Hong Kong, which will be in about 3 weeks' time, oh gosh, the more I get over the jet lag, the quicker the Hong Kong trips seem to come up. But a friend of mine over in Hong Kong is friends with a guy, so I know a guy who knows a guy, who has an entire Joy Toy store. So you better believe I'm going to film a walkthrough of that. Dave over in Hong Kong, I'm coming for you. I told you I was coming back soon. So yeah, I'm going to film a whole Joy Toy store walkthrough and geek out over everything on display. And considering how often Joy Toy put these figures out, there's going to be a lot to look at. And not stopping there, this is kind of cool. Joy Toy are branching out to their prop replicas now. This is kind of wicked. We've got a full-on Dark Angels helmet and display stand. If you saw my video from yesterday, I just got the Wolverine cowl, and I'm kind of digging the helmets and props now. This is a dangerous road to be going down. Thanks for that, Hasbro. They really were like, hey, this one's for free. come back when you want some more. I'm like, dang it, they got me. They got me again. They probably heard me saying like, I don't really collect Marvel Legends anymore. And they were like, marketing department, it's time to reel this fishy back in. Anyway, Joy Toy looking good. It's got the light up features as well. That's real nice. Having the glowing eyes coming at you. I really love that. Joy Toy having fun with the Warhammer license. I highly approve. Over at Mattel Creations, they've got another exclusive figure for the people who are on the inside. And hopefully, if you're a MOTU fan, that includes you. So what we're looking at here is Masters of the Universe Origins Red Shadow. Cool looking anthropomorphized Wolfman. Yeah, I kind of dig that. So this is up for pre-order now on Mattel Creations. It's going to be for a limited time priced at $22, which, to be fair, like that's kind of the going rate. So they're not like jacking up the price for an exclusive Creations figure. It's just, hey, it's a members only. If you want to play, you got to pay. I'm not sure how much Mattel Creations cost. Hopefully the barrier to entry isn't too much. Otherwise, that would feel a little bit grubby and a little bit shady, but I do like this Wolfman figure. You know me, I'm not big with the Origins vintage kind of line. It's fun. I mean, gosh, my buddy Brad absolutely loves these things, but I like my figures to look more, you know, kind of like the big kid in me is like, no, they gotta look more like badass and realistic, you know what I mean? But there's definitely a kitsch classic charm to this kind of style. So if you want him, Mattel Creations will be your hookup. And folks, that does it for Good News for today. Thank you so much for watching. And what did you think about the items covered? Comment below and let me know. And also, if you'd like to kind of take part more in the community, I'm back with doing the regular live streams. Like we're back in a good routine. Makes me so happy to do so. Keep your eyes out for the regular live streams. And if you're one of the channel member names rolling up the side of me, then that means you get to see yourself in beautiful, I don't know, moss green. I don't know who chose moss green for the channel members, but God bless you. And then I can see your comments a little bit easier, and I really appreciate you helping out the show. So gang, whether it's in the next episode or on the live streams, I look forward to catching up with you. And until then, keep displaying model behavior.
Coffee, big time.